I'm Bill Vance, and along with Terry Lowe, we are the two deacons here at the chapel that head up the Agape ministry. Our mission is to provide emergency relief and help to people in the community, both in the chapel community and the local community as well. It's meeting spiritual needs and very specifically financial needs of people. Who are these people? Most of them you'll find are hardworking, employed in low-paying and often hourly jobs, subject to seasonal cutbacks and changes. If they're starting a new job, it's going to be a couple of weeks before they get paid. They're people that for an injury or an illness, even a big car repair, puts them in a hole that they need help to get out of. And that's where we can help them. So we haven't been actually meeting people the way we had before and spending that time. We had initiated the food drive earlier this year to help the food banks. And we've been, in lieu of giving support for individual people, we have been supporting the food banks, the clinics that help low-income people, the shelters, women's shelter, Avalon, that are still serving an important need right now. And so we've been doing that mostly, not meeting here in the interview room where we used to talk with people, but through the phone, through emails, and providing support as well. It's really, it's here in the interview room. As I said, people are coming in, they're single-minded. This power is going to get cut off and it's very hot out. What are my children going to do? They have a very specific need and we can help do that. And then we can talk to them. We spend time in prayer with every single client one-on-one. And then we spend time going through what's on their heart. We talk to them about their faith. And that's actually led people to accept Christ right here in this room at that time. But for other people, I think you see an awakening of a spiritual need. We always talk to them as if you've been to a church or around, we invite them to worship here, or we talk about if they've been in a church to get reconnected. We also give them literature of a Christian nature. It's amazing how many people say, I work in a motel, I have to work every Sunday morning, or working at the hospital or whatever. And so we try to give them something to continue having kind of woken a need for spiritual growth. But it's also neat to see it in our volunteers too. Say, let me tell you what just happened. And you can see growth in them as well. We are not supported by the operating budget of the church, but by a designated fund. So you can contribute to the Agape fund with your check by just writing it on there or through the online giving as well. And so we really appreciate you and thank you for that. We want you to know that no person walks out of here with money. We pay bills for people, and we have receipts and invoices to make sure we're doing that properly. So we feel like we're good stewards for that. But as far as praying, pray for this community that we haven't been able to touch as much. We had 24 volunteers working here during the week, meeting with people and praying with them and working with the landlords and working with the utility companies. And we'd like to get back in doing that. But we pray for the community that still has these needs. And those needs may be piling up as they're getting delayed processing of disconnects and evictions like that. So pray for them and pray for the team so we can get back and doing what we enjoy.